Well, it was just a few days ago that we were as blasting Bethesda for allowing everyone to see each other's personal information within the support ticket system for Fallout 76. And now an email was just dropped by EA alerting their customers that personal information has been accessed from outside sources. Now, before I get into what was leaked and everything that was going on, I think it's really curious how this stuff keeps happening. It's sad, but I'm only 35 only. To a lot of you, it's like, 35? You friggin' boomer? But I swear, every year, one of my credit cards gets stolen. At least once a year, I get a call. Is this your charge? No. Or I'll just get a new credit card in the mail without any notice of anything, and then randomly I'll get a Wasawi email from Discover or American Express or whoever it is, and it doesn't seem like there's any real penalty in place for these companies leaking information. In fact, one of my clients in a marketing agency, the marketing agency that I run as my day job, had a major customer breach, including having customer credit cards stolen. There was no repercussions at all. I'm talking thousands of credit cards. Somebody injected a SQL query into the checkout process and just scraped credit cards for days. And no penalty. Now, I don't know what is reasonable, since this is basically like penalizing someone, a business owner, for somebody breaking in and stealing something. But there are standards in place that minimum requirements have to be met by certain companies. For example, after that data breach, one of the primary changes the company had to make was, instead of processing credit cards on site, we had to use a third-party credit card portal to process them. So that way, vulnerabilities on our existing website were not a problem for secure credit information. Why this isn't a legal requirement, I don't know. I mean, certain companies need to maintain these set of standards, big companies. Why is it that our personal information, like our age, the game platform, the games we own, our public persona, anything that advisors have written about us, why is there not a level of protection around this? It seems like whether it's Bethesda or EA or whomever, couple times a year, almost every month, one of these companies leaks our information. You start to get desensitized to it. And I'm not understanding why there aren't people, apparently in government, working to protect our data better. But we have this letter from EA, which was sent in to me by a source. By the way, I have an email, thequartering@gmail.com. Anytime you have information, please do send it. I rely on tips to break news like this and talk about it. Although, geez, our customer information getting spammed out there to whomever apparently isn't news anymore these days. But the privacy and security of your information is utmost importance to it. Yeah, right. That's why, as a precautionary measure, we want to make you aware that Tuesday we learned about an incident involving your email addresses, select customer service notes, and related information. They don't tell us what it is. We have no reason to believe any other directly identifiable information was involved, such as passwords, security questions, or payment information, or other sensitive data that could allow access to an online account. But they don't know. They don't have any reason to believe, but they've actually not completed the investigation. They don't know, right? Nonetheless, we want to make you aware in an abundance of caution and interest in the transparency. By the way, they have to legally do this. This isn't EA looking out for their customers. There are laws in place that when data breaches happen, companies must, 100% must contact their customers. So make no mistake about it, this is not EA looking out for you. On December 4th, 2018, a former employee notified EA that he continued to have access to 2 internal reports containing personal data of a discrete, whatever that means, number of players. I guess meaning data of an unknown amount. But they use that to minimize it. This is definitely written by a lawyer. Now, so what you hear here in the first sentence is, well, it was just a former employee. But now listen to this next sentence. access logs indicated that those reports had been accessed by other systems, plural, not authorized by EA. The ability to access the data was caused by a vulnerability in the system displaying the reports. So what they want you to believe is that, oh, just some good Samaritan ex-employee noticed that your information was sorting out there. But what they had to tell you was that it wasn't just that person that had accessed the information. Whoever found that vulnerability, whether it was a bot or a hacker or a data scraper or whatever, okay, that's who actually probably stole the data, not this one customer or former employee who happened to notice it. The following information was contained in your reports: your email addresses, report submission date, internal account, case IDs, game platform, game names, public persona, and advisor case notes. So everything they would need basically to impersonate you, at least online, it would seem. Case notes may include information like your IP address, your age, alternate email addresses, and hashed identifiers. We acted swiftly to shut down access to the reports and launch ongoing investigation. EA is also making changes to our system to prevent similar incidents in the future. Yeah, until it happens again, because we all know it will. It always does. None of these companies protect our data at all, yet they require it. There needs to be some anonymous way for people to check out. That's what needs to happen. I need to be able to purchase something online without having to give the company selling me this my address, my passwords, my home. There needs to be a anonymous thumbprint, some sort of checkout system that works. This whole giving companies all of your billing information, your phone numbers, your emails, your passwords, this has to end, because we cannot trust these people to protect our data. Clearly, this is the second major breach in as many weeks. What's going to happen at the very minimum is you people are going to get spammed, and it's going to be an issue. They go on to say, we weren't aware of any unsolicited emails related to this incident. However, as a precaution, ensure you have strong passwords, because now that's your problem with any online accounts. What's the point of having a strong password when you just told us that they leaked passwords? Idiots. Provide sensitive information. You know, what's going to happen is there's going to be phishing emails now that probably come up. That's the least problem. That's like the minimal. Of course that happens, right? Where they're going to ask you to provide sensitive information. You're going to get spoof emails from EA probably. Don't click on any links. Don't whatever. Yeah, this is all your problem now. You need to be hyper vigilant because, well, we're EA and we couldn't be bothered to maintain standards above and beyond the bare minimum. Now, I get it. These things happen. Like I said, we can't hold everybody accountable legally when somebody breaks the law or somebody breaks in and steals something. But in this case, when you're EA, when you're Bethesda, you should have not just industry minimums, but the absolute premium top level of data security. These things are unacceptable, and they continue to happen, and it's disgusting. Our government apparently is going to need to step in, which I don't want, because I don't want government interfering in anything. But these companies seem to never have any real penalties. We get these emails, whoopsie, whoops, PewDiePie did an oopsie. And then all of a sudden, it's over. We don't hear from it anymore, yet our inbox is filled with spam. A few thousand people out there will fall for credit card scams and give up their information, but that's not EA's fault. That's your fault for falling for a phishing email, of course. Not the company that was supposed to be protecting your data. You know who won't share your data because we're not going to collect any of it? The folks at Exclusively Games. This is it. Less than 12 hours remain. Today is it. Today's the last day you're going to hear me shill for this. This might be the last video I even talk about it. This is it. We have 3,731 backers. My goal is to end the day with at least 4,000. That's only 270 more. If you are interested in backing a project that is absolutely crushing, and I mean crushing look at all these stretch goals that are getting added to the website that are already in development. The Discord is already live and modded. The forums are already up and modded. The website's already in development. I'm working on the latest, the game review section, which we just passed yesterday. All of these things are already in development, and we've got a few more stretch goals that maybe we can hit today. It's hard to say, but the app development here would be pretty spicy, but that's probably pretty optimistic for only 12 hours remaining. But hey, even if you're not in the position to pick up an overpriced t-shirt to support the cause, you can share this, or you could just participate in the non-politics gaming exclusive forums or the Discord. Just enjoy it. That's all I want. That's why I'm doing this. So even if you can't support it financially and you don't want to share it out, go enjoy what we're building here, because that's what this is about. This is about you and protecting escapism. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're probably going to have a triple upload today, so I guess we'll talk to you again real soon.